gentlemen, and welcome not to Minecraft but to Defcon. As you can see, this is a world, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a global thermonuclear war. Yep, everything is going to die in fire. And I mean everything, including Mark. I am the red person, and I believe I am Europe today. And let's start. This game is, by the way, an RTS, so as all RTSs start, I'm going to click the play button. We need to go around and place some of our units and decide what we're doing. I'll go down the list. First up, we have radars, which, as I'm sure you can guess, mean you can see things. The more radars you put down, the further you can see. Anything in the circle, you are actually able to see. Anything outside, you can't. They are quite vulnerable, so if you put them in the middle, they'll be quite protected and you'll be able to see what's going on, but you can't see quite as much as what's going on in other people's lands. So we're just going to scatter some around. Russia, I like to monitor Russia. Who doesn't? And there, right. That's radars, you can see. Next up, we're going to go for the silos, where the nukes are. Yeah, the exciting things. What they actually do, however, is double up as your air defense, so they need to live in relatively sensible places. So we're going to put one over on Iceland. We're going to put a couple over here by the Russians. We're going to put one there, and one over here by Barcelona. See, they are currently in air defense. We can't do anything exciting with them yet until Defcon 1 and all the stuff goes down. Right. Next up, air bases. They have fighters which can shoot down other fighters and bombers which can also drop nukes on people. There's a lot of nukes involved in this game, so we're going to put one up here. As before, you want it to be able to cover. You want your airports in sensible locations to cover as much range as humanly possible. So, about there, looked. And, oh yeah, you want them relatively away from your cities, because if nukes land near your cities, on your tactical structures, the cities get got as well. Finally, we have boats. Different varieties of boat. Battleships. Basically, fight other ships and other aircraft and stop stuff from going on. Carriers hold aircraft. More fighters to shoot down more bombers, and more bombers to drop more nukes. The other thing carriers do is they also serve as your anti-submarine contingent, which I will get to in a minute. I'm going to put quite a few of these going down to the Atlantic. The Atlantic does become quite busy, shall we say, later on, so most of them are going down there just to join in the fun. Last on the ship front are submarines. Submarines go underneath the water. They can't be detected unless a carrier detects them in a particular mode. And surprise, surprise, they carry more nukes. The idea of the submarines is that you just park them along the coast of someone else's territory and let fire. However, of course, as soon as they come up to launch their missiles, then they become vulnerable to other people's battleships and fighters. So that's where all the other ships come in. The less ships your enemy has, the more likely it is your subs can get your shot off. So we're going to Right. These take most of the game to get to where they're going, so I'm just going to set them going off now. You can go over there. I want you to park up by Moscow. You can also go over there to protect them. You guys can go sit in Canada. Ready? No, you guys can go sit in Canada. You guys can come just down to Brazil. You guys can kind of just park about there. Right. We have all our stuff placed. The time limit for setting your units is Defcon 4, so you can choose if you wish to hold fire until a bit later on. But I've placed all my stuff, so we're going to start moving time ahead. Defcon 4 means nothing. But you can see other people's stuff now. We can see the yellow man's ships and blue ships. Whose ships? Who's player 3? Yep, player 3. Let's get it. We're going to start. Where are you going? Right, my submarines can move away from that group there. as I say, as sure you've noticed, going in real time, they move quite slowly. The other thing to note is Defcon 3 is happening in about 30 seconds. About that point, stuff starts getting fun. So that's when shots start getting fired. You're not actually allowed to attack until Defcon 3, which is in 7 seconds. Okay. Right, we're on. We're going. Things are getting shot. Launch fighters. All of them. Launch the fighters. Now, the advantage of carriers is, while these guys over here are out of the way, what I can do is I can just send more fighters off to kind of help my mates out. Yep. The other thing I'm going to do with the spare carrier is I'm going to put him into anti-submarine mode. Now, what that does is, as I'm sure you can guess, we'll sit and wait, and if submarines come anywhere near, they will drop some depth charges on them. The other thing you can see getting involved are my air defences, which are shooting down the enemy fighters. Now, this is quite tame for a ship battle, and it must be said when the other two start getting involved, things are going to get messy, and that is only like one bit of their fleet. So we're going to put time forward again. Yep, here come the Americans. They're getting involved. But they're fighting someone else already. That's just mess and more mess and lots of mess. And start killing people. Yeah, they're already attacking someone else. Those subs are safe. Those subs are kind of safe. Possibly, maybe. We'll find out later. Defcon 2 is in 3 minutes. Right. I'm sure you can notice it does actually advance to Defcon 1 pretty quickly. All of the fighters have been shot down. Yeah, there's player 5. That's South America also getting involved in this fight for no real reason. Where did you get launched from? Yeah. Basically everyone's now just fighting each other, but everyone's planes are now taking off, and all of the air defences are just shooting them down. I've lost a submarine. How irritating. Okay, I've lost a fleet. You are now just battleships. You go take out the other battleships. You have only got bombers left. All of the fighters have been shut down. Right! It's Defcon 1. It's Defcon 1, people. And they've done it for me. Right. There's a key point to Defcon, which is they don't know where your silos are unless you've either found them on radar, you found them by plane, or they choose to launch. Those launches you saw over there about 15 seconds ago will have been submarines. Now, as I mentioned earlier, your air defences can either be air defence, or they can start shooting down, or they can actually launch nukes, sorry. Which leads to a tactical decision. If all of your things are launching nukes, that means there's nothing defending your land. If there's nothing defending your land, that means you are vulnerable. But at the same time, if the enemy then transforms all of their stuff into shooting nukes, then what do they have to shoot down yours? And that's when it starts getting complicated. Yeah, more launches detected. That is submarines. I'm assuming that's those two getting involved or each other. So what we're going to do, just to kind of demonstrate what's going on, I'm going to get London to... possibly a good idea at this point would be to explain the scoring system. What happens is, for every kill you get, for every million kills you get, you get 2 points. For every death you have in your country, you lose a point. So that's how that works. Now we're going to start doing things. Are these subs actually in range? Yes, they are. These subs are in range of New York and Chicago. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert London. We are going to convert London and launch ICBMs from London to the Americas. And we're going to put one on New York, one on Washington, one on Chicago, one on San Francisco, one there, one on Mexico for giggles. Launched. Right. Now, that will take about a couple of minutes to actually transform itself into launching some nukes. Now, as you've seen already, is that the air defense can actually only shoot down a certain number of things at any one go. So, what's going to happen is, yep, more launches happening, more submarines. Now, as you can see, that's one of my nukes heading out from London, 2 of my nukes. What I'm also going to do is get Iceland to start shooting some nukes. Because there's a key. The key to this game is having as many nukes arrive on target as possible at the same time. The air defences, obviously, can only handle a certain number of nukes. They can only handle a certain number of targets at any one point. So the key is unifying your attack to actually be able to hit them. So, judging by this amount of time, and where they are, I'm now going to get my subs to launch as well. Oh, they're getting shot at, which means there was a fleet there. Whoops, there's a fleet there. Yep, that didn't work. The Americans have a fleet in there, which seems fair, so that didn't work anywhere near as well as I wanted it to. Oh well. Right, which means those nukes probably aren't going to hit anybody. They're just going to get shot down out of the sky, which is a bit annoying. Okay. What I'm going to do then is, to help matters, I'm going to launch some bombers. Bombers carry short-range nukes. When they get in range, they will start killing people. They will also drop some nukes. If bombers come back, they can reload and send some more. Yeah, those nukes there are just getting shot down, so I'm just going to get my submarine involved as well. Hopefully eat up some of the... done. Didn't work. That did not work. But, yeah. Now, the good bit is that really I've kind of shot first, so I'm now out. I'm now down about a quarter of my nukes, which actually isn't that good. I've got subs up here. Here we go. No, more submarines. It still hasn't kicked off yet, so I'm just going with advanced time. Oh, did I actually? Yeah, I actually hit something. Not very much. Alright, well those nukes were a waste, but it does mean they're now sat there waiting for oh, yeah, here comes more things. Fighters, go. Just get involved. What I'm actually going to do here is get this sub to attack the radar and the airbase. There is a good reason for this. Is that if the airbase gets destroyed, they can't shoot fighters anymore. Or they can't launch fighters anymore. If they can't launch fighters anymore, then lo and behold, their tactical ability is drastically reduced. That didn't work, my sub got destroyed. No, someone's winning. I think it's the Russians. The Russians are destroying this coast. No, it's the Indonesians. The Indonesians are destroying the west coast of America. And I have no bows left. You need to get back over here. Get involved. Get involved back over here. Right, tell you what. Fighters. Oh. Oh. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh. Okay, it's kicked off. It has officially now kicked off. Because I'm playing AIs, they're all kind of following the same bit. But now, everyone started launching nukes. Because everyone started launching nukes, that means their defences are down. So, subs, attack! You can take out their tactical things and the nuke silos, but it takes a good couple of hits to actually be able to get it. And I'm not in range, so I'm just going to put more. Yeah, 9 million dead. Yes! 1.2 million dead. Yeah, what the hell? Okay, yeah. Ah, that place got hit by a nuke. Yeah. When your actual silos get hit by nukes, they in themselves lose some of the nukes they're carrying. So if it starts getting targeted, it does tend to be worth... Right, let's start launching people. Victory time. Already? What? Okay, fine. There is a timer on this game that as soon as someone starts running out of nukes, or there's like 40 left in the game, then basically there's a victory timer. Which means I'm the only pugger left with nukes. So if I'm now just literally going to launch everything I have at everybody. And then put the timer forward. I am on the clock, however, to actually get points in now, so it can only end well. Everyone is going to launch bombers. Everyone's going to launch bombers everywhere and kind of hope for the best. Yeah, and the Africans. And yeah, you, why the hell not? You can shoot that, you can shoot that, you get involved over there, why not? Just nuking random places now because I can. What have I got left? What needs to shoot things? Unfortunately, there's no... I'm just going to attack America. It's not really going to do anything because all of their stuff is already launched and all of their stuff is basically now on defense again. Currently it looks like the Blues are winning, so we're going to send my people over there and kind of hope. Right, what's left? What have I got left in this mist of nuke? Not a lot, if I'm honest. Okay, forwards. See what happens. Manchester, yep. Everything's getting destroyed. Everything's dying. Everybody dead, Dave. Everybody dead, Dave. And this is why Defcon is fun. Oh, subs are getting through. Yes! Killing people. Killing people. Yes! Radar destroyed. Doesn't get me any points, it just helps. Oh, bombers are actually gonna... Yeah! Bombers are killing people. Nukes away. More nukes away. More nukes away. Nukes away. More nukes. Can you guess the overbearing theme in this game might be nukes? Possibly. Just putting a guess in. Last, come on, go quicker, go quicker. That's all everyone wants to see is the fireworks, but to be honest, we had the fireworks. Who's winning? No, I am well down the tree. Haven't done particularly well. I don't think all of my stuff is actually going to arrive before the other useful thing about fighters, now I've got to this point, is they are quite good cover for your bombers. They can distract. Defences quite well, which I probably should have done earlier if I'm honest, but oh well. Right, and that's where all their stuff was. Right, let's have a look at the scores, shall we? I had 7 nukes left by the end. I killed 52 million, and I lost 37 million, and I killed nearly 1 million of my own people through collateral damage. Well, that was well done. Okay. And yellows lost by quite a lot. They only killed 4.5 million, and they lost 60 mil. And you remember you were seeing lots of nuke launches over here? That would be why. Lots of submarines. Lots of submarines. Yeah, so... yeah, you know what? This is Defcon. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you find it and buy it. That is all. Good day!